All eyes are on you, Nintendo. Do you have the guts to prove me wrong? Do you? Look, whether a general Nintendo Direct is happening this month or next month, doesn't matter. It's really hard to predict. You know why? Because it's Nintendo. Of all the publishers out there, especially the big three, they are the one that throws the most surprises, oddballs, occasionally, you know, the safe bets, the things that, like, yeah, that's obviously going to be there. They're the whole package of an unpredictable show that they really managed to keep well hidden. Most of the time. I mean, these are the guys that literally just announced a new Paper Mario game, and they're like, guess what? It's 2 months from now. We're announcing that through a tweet. They do a really good job about keeping their games on the down low until they are within a year of release. So this is not a prediction video for the coming summer 2022 Nintendo Direct, if we had one. These are simply the 5 things that could put my dear friend and beloved Chair-kun here in trouble. If you Nintendo, have the guts to show him. Starting with the one that probably wouldn't put Chair-kun in trouble, but just, I'd be very happy, and I'm sure a lot of other people might be. DLC for Mario Party Superstars. Yes, you know, we're probably gonna see the next deluxe course thing for, you know, Mario Kart, but I wanna see a new board and maybe a new character or two for Mario Party Superstars, because this is finally the Mario Party game that we have been waiting for. It's been a hit with folks, and it's died down a lot, so it'd be really cool to bring some life back into it instead of making people buy yet another game. Do the DLC path and give us just a new board and a new character for $5 or something. I'd do it. The 4th thing that actually would put Chair-kun in trouble here from this point onwards, just a new IP that hasn't gotten anything on the Switch yet. I'm talking about a new Donkey Kong. I'm talking about a new Star Fox. I'm talking about an Earthbound or Mother remake. Something that Nintendo owns that is a, you know, a decently known IP or more that has not gotten a Switch entry. And they shock us and show that. That'd be awesome. Again, these are not things that are gonna happen because Nintendo doesn't have the balls. But I'm just saying, if it did, if I had a preference and all that, it'd probably be a new Star Fox game because I do enjoy my space shooters. But I think Earthbound would probably be the bigger deal because folks just would never think that would be possible. And by the way, this show is sponsored by, well, no one. So on the behalf of you and the community here, we all should thank the patrons. These are folks that are actually willing to be somewhat very tiny sponsors, if you will, some bigger. We have a private Discord, we have our podcasts, and our Saturday hangouts. That's actually coming up. Thank you, patrons, on behalf of all of us. But number 3, if there's any of these I feel like would potentially be most likely, where's our new Mario game this year? I admit I will kind of flip out if I see a really nice looking open zone Mario game. I don't expect another Super Mario Odyssey 2. It's been almost 5 years since Super Mario Odyssey 2. I'd be stoked, but I don't think they got the balls. Do you, Nintendo? Do you? But really, even another like 3D Mario game would be cool. I know recently we had Bowser's Fury, but that was such a tiny game, you know? Well, big in terms of scope, but you know what I mean, in terms of like hours put in tiny. I don't know. It'd be really cool to see another Mario game happen because there is no fall game necessarily except for Pokemon Violet and Scarlet. So, well, that might be Bayonetta 3. Actually, now that I think about it, if that comes out on time. But this is it. These are the ones. No way are they going to. No way are they going to. I am just putting this on the record. If Nintendo has the cojones, Chair-kun here will be in trouble and we'll need to start a charity for him or something. Metroid Prime. I'm gonna say it every year. Metroid Prime 4 restarted development a little over 3 years ago. And I don't know if that means it was just completely scrapped from the ground up, but even if it was, it's been 3 years since then. They made a new retro, you know, they made a new social media banner that folks are just hoping is a sign that progress is happening. If I see Metroid Prime 4, I'm gonna flip. And you know, it's actually not a bad strategy. Metroid Dread did so good, so realistically, I don't expect Metroid Prime 4, but I'm just saying if it did, I'd die. But I'll accept a Metroid Prime Trilogy HD version. Like, I'd accept that. And you're probably thinking, oh, number one's gonna be a look at Breath of the Wild 2. Believe it or not, that's actually not something I think will get me insanely through the moon hyped, because I don't know, I just don't have the same feelings as maybe other folks at the edge of their seat waiting for it, because I more so have an interest in Breath of the Wild 2. It's one of my favorite games of all time, but I want to see the sequel feel like a sequel. Give us enough stuff to make it really feel like a new Hyrule, a new game, sort of a thing. If they do that, I'll just be happy. I don't know if I'll be smashing my chair, I'll just be happy. But the thing that will... they won't do it. Nintendo, you don't have the guts. Pikmin 4. Pikmin is my all-time favorite Nintendo franchise that isn't Smash. Smash I always kind of feel like is somewhat a cheat shot, but even though it's technically its own franchise. But anyways, on a standalone franchise, Pikmin. I freaking love Pikmin. And it's been so long since Pikmin 3. And in the vein of, you know, the new Donkey Kong, Star Fox, or whatever thing, I want to see Pikmin get a Switch game. Like, Pikmin would be such a fun thing to have on the go, and especially if it has challenges like they included in the deluxe version. Yes, they had the Pikmin 3 deluxe version for the Switch, which is honestly a very tempting rebuy, which I probably should as somebody that loves Pikmin so much, but I would love to just see a full-blown new entry, the one that has been rumored for the longest time to have been in development for ages and just not happening for some reason. I don't know. If it happens though, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But Nintendo won't do any of these things. They just won't. So, what's the point of talking about it? What do you want to see?